Dan Campbell took this Lions job with a vision. That vision has ignited the Lions fan base in a way not seen perhaps ever.
This is a sleeping giant. This is a sports town, and we feel the love. Remember who the you are!
We're NFC North champions, everybody.
Vision, winners, back-to-back seasons.
Your team ain't ours, the prize is worldwide now. Riding to your town, win, then ride out. The crew here to break it down for y'all, to demonstrate how we ain't playing around with y'all. The humble host with punchlines to give you a black eye. We brought a GM and OC, even a stat guy. Other teams drink the Kool-Aid, roll over and quit. I drank Campbell's soup and woke up all Gritt.
And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, the All Gritt podcast is alive and well. The OC likes to keep me on my toes when it comes to the drop. When's it going to stop? I don't know, but I love it. I love when he brings it back. Can't get enough of it. Anyway, this is the All Gritt podcast, the one and only Detroit Lions podcast coming from the west side of the state, pumping out in Grand Rapids. We have the whole crew with us today. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Pour the whiskey and bourbon tonight, boys, because it's going to be a good episode. It's a Tuesday night. No meetings. Assembly week.
Just a free week. Yeah, I was going to give a shout out to my boy Dietrich at work. He came up to me the other day. He's like, bro, you guys have not done a podcast in like a month. The people want what you guys give. I was like, bro, I got you. Let me assemble the Avengers together, and here we are.
You ask, you shall receive. You
exactly.
Feed the flock.
I like the Avengers quote that you had there.
Inevitable.
And we are inevitable. We are back. I'm the humble host, Caleb, joined alongside me. You heard him. Adrian, the OC's here. You heard Clay. No, you didn't. Clay, check in. Check in your mic.
What up, everybody?
Clay's here.
Lions football. Some changes.
But if my eyes do not deceive me, we have the general manager of the All Gritt podcast live, Mr. Plax. Welcome to the podcast.
Pleasure to be back with you boys.
Go Plax.
Where you been, GM? You've been
He's been busy with the agency, bro.
Brad Holmes. What have you been doing?
Man, I've been grinding. Grinding like everybody else, staying out of the way, picking the right time to, step out.
If you could sign us on defense, that'd be great, bro. So,
right. Well,
we ain't got too much of that.
You get us an edge.
Speaking of, we're gonna go into it in this episode. We're gonna go into free agency. We're gonna touch. Are we gonna touch draft? Are we gonna save? No, I think we're still gonna save
a little draft talk.
Little draft, but Adrian's gonna take the steering wheel on this one because he's got all the stuff. So, Mr. OC, you can take it away.
All right. So it's been a little bit since we talked. We were just talking, Clay and I, right before this. We're like, dude, the last time we filmed an episode, we were trying to figure out whether David Montgomery was leaving, whether he was going to stay. And I don't think he even knew he was going to leave. It was just 1 second. Brett Holmes gets a good deal for him, and he was gone. So today we just want to go over what's happened in free agency so far, some of the players, some new faces, some old that we recognize, like Mr. Teddy Two Gloves is back. There's a signing that I think we can all like. Great locker room presence. We'll go over each guy, see maybe if we like it, maybe we don't know much about him, but we'll get it covered here in this episode. So let's just kick it off, I guess, with players that we've acquired so far. If you're watching on YouTube, we got a whole list. Teddy Two Gloves, upgrade, downgrade from what we had at QB2. Thoughts on Teddy Bridgewater back in Detroit?
You want me to kick it off? I'll give you my two thoughts. Better than who do we have? Josh
Allen, right?
Kyle Allen. Yeah. No, it's an improvement. I mean, it's not like your draft, it's not like you're putting Sean Hill behind Jared Goff. It's no Sean Hill, but I mean, that's I'm happy with that. Yeah, he'll take 1-2 snaps a year. I'm happy with that.
And he knows it, like Adrian said, he knows the team, he knows the offense, he knows Jared Goff.
Yeah.
I think if he has to step up and Jared needs a game off or something, I think Teddy can step in and get us a win.
The last time, Plex, do you remember the last time we saw Teddy in a Lions uniform?
I do.
We watched that game together, Plex. It was sad.
Oh shoot!
One of the only scoring drives in that game. So thank you, Teddy.
It was that divisional playoff game against the Commanders, bro.
Yep.
Oh
When,
god!
Goff had to lead the game.
I didn't want to go that far back.
Yeah, that was the last. Yeah, the last. It wasn't even a throw. Is it a pitch or was it?
It was a pitch to J-Mo. No, it was like over around by J-Mo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was beautiful, but a little too late. Too little, too late.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it was too late at that point, and just Ben Johnson decided having J-Mo throw the next series, so that kind of.
I'm sorry, I don't recognize that name that you just said. Who is that?
Benedict.
There you go. Him, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I think Teddy Tuglo he's a good pickup. Like he's not like amazing, but he knows the playbook. Most importantly, I think he's a great mentor and presence for JMO. Like he's the biggest reason why JMO matured the last couple of years when he was there. And JMO said it. He's been a mentor to him, and having him back in the locker room makes me feel good for the rest of those young guys in there. So I'd say I'm happy with it. Good pickup with Teddy. All right, one of the bigger ones here was center. Cade Mays. We've got a center now. We can put it in here. We released Graham Glasgow. Rest in peace, Glasgow. You gave us some good years, but this last year was terrible. Was obviously needed an upgrade. Thoughts on this acquisition?
So I believe, man, he's been signed for so long already. I believe he is an excellent pass blocker. Yep. Like ranked top 5 centers last year in pass blocking, but I believe his run blocking is under the average, so yeah, that's kind of my worry is like we want to be a run first team, right? And but then it's like nobody's gonna be Frank Ragnow, right? But this dude is better than Glasgow. He's better than Michael Cologne.
He's a lot younger, yeah.
Or I forget Cologne's first name, but it's like, yeah, this dude, yeah. And he's beast. He's the tallest center I've ever heard of, bro. He's like 6'6" or 6'7".
Yeah, and he wants to be here. He's coming home. I've just seen some, like just fun interviews he's done the last few days since being in Detroit, and if he feels like he wants to be here, so it's not like he was booted into a trade and he was ripped from his home to come here. So
I think it's interesting. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say he's the only multi-year contract Brad Holmes has done so far this offseason. If you guys have noticed, every single contract that we're going to talk about, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, this is the only multi-year one that he's given out.
And he this center, how do you pronounce his last? Mays? Yeah. Cade Mays. I thought it was May. So Mays, he's actually only started like so many games, like 30-something games. Like I think he had, or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot of starts because they were like, he's still kind of growing into the position. Even when he was being interviewed by Lions, he was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to growing and still learning. And it's not like we're bringing in a Frank Ragnow. We're not bringing in somebody that's, like the dude that went to Baltimore, or he left Baltimore to go to where? The center that got paid like $27 million. Yeah, for Raiders. Yeah. So he's still kind of young and like improving. So that's positive. I kind of like that.
Yeah, with the multi-year deal, I think it really shows how they felt about, him going forward.
For sure.
And I think he's been kind of like one of the few bright spots for Carolina lately, but he's been solid. I've seen him spotlighted a few times last year.
Nice.
And like you said, pass blocking seems like he's definitely got it. And just having at least one position, set. We know we got a starter coming in. There's no questions, and we got something that they're going to be,
Yep.
something that's locked in and shored up is nice to have.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it does feel good having. We got Sewell for now, still at right tackle. Ratledge coming in on his second year. We all thought he was pretty decent, pretty good rookie. We feel good about him moving forward. Now we got Cade at center. So that's 3 out of 5 pretty much locked in. That was it left guard position is still kind of iffy. Like there's competition there. It's not locked in with Mahogany, but it seems okay. Not the worst. But now the biggest question mark is our left tackle.
You got it.
Which,
That's it, man.
to bring that into the Decker going to be here and then not going to be here, I think that was the right move. Like, stop paying this guy to. I mean, I love you, Decker. Did great things for us. Part of a lot of great things in this rebuild of Detroit, but loyal. But when you miss 8 games a season, like you can't do it. Like,
Especially for that much.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely for that much. I mean, granted, that's why they released him, and he's still out there in free agency. So I was going to say, Clay, don't put a period on it. Put a comma. You never know. If it's like
at least for that price. I'm okay. Like, he would come in for
that price.
Somebody's going to pay him.
And nobody else has paid him yet for that price either.
Right.
And so you never know. He could come back just on, he realizes he wants to come back on a cheaper deal.
I mean, why move your whole family, right, for one more year?
Right.
Just keep him there. Drop instead of what was he going to get? He was going to get something crazy like 12 or 16 a year. Like, like drop down to 7 million a year and do one more and do right off into the sunset like Peyton Manning.
And it kind of seemed in his little post when he left. It didn't seem like he was upset. It seemed like there was a hint of animosity or like.
I think he was shocked. I think he was shocked that we didn't pay him.
Yeah, it was a breakup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was like, you owe me this at least, and you're not trying to do it. So, I think he's still like left on kind of good terms, but it doesn't seem like he might be
right.
Trying
I
to
think you're right. I feel like he got a little bit of the Calvin Johnson salt in the wound from the Lions. Like, oh, you guys are moving on without me? Okay, I can still play. And it's like we don't have the money to put there. We gotta get other people. We gotta do stuff. You gotta come down if you wanna play here. And he wasn't willing to come down. So, right. But I do have audio of Clay driving by Decker's house when Decker was gonna come back to the facility.
Well, it's funny. It's like, oh, you guys, I want to come back. I'm like, do I don't think we want you. Like, I'm glad you want to come back.
Like Clay was screaming out the window.
No. Calm down.
I was like, that's great. You want to come back? That's great. Well, good.
Are you drafting our future left tackle at pick 17 or pick 18, whatever we have?
We have to do offensive lineman. It has to be an offensive lineman. I know we need a defense too, but we need an offensive line. Hey, the other teams can score in 45 seconds, great. But we want to take the clock and work our way down the field like we have been doing.
Yeah.
We need an offensive line.
So listen, I'll be upset because I've been hearing this that there's a offensive guard that's supposedly could be one of the best offensive guards coming out that could move kind of down to 17-ish. But I'll be upset if we get a guard. I think the only offensive lineman that we can draft at 17, if we stay there, is a tackle. Because you mean to tell me Christian Mahogany, who's coming into his second year, is going to be worse than a rookie, and then we still have a huge opening at left tackle. Now, unless for some reason they do bring in a left tackle, I say we have to go left tackle in the first round. What about you, Plax? What do you say?
No, I mean, I agree. That's like you said, that's the gaping hole we have. I mean, we haven't even got to the defense. It's not like we need any defensive ends or anything. Or pretty much just about everything on defense. But if you're going to spend that pick, especially at that number, usually you can get a tackle high value at that,
Yeah.
Do you guys have a preference
If you
on
go at
which tackle?
17, that you're like a fringe. There's probably talks you could be a top 10.
Yeah.
So I would be totally fine with that, unless there's just a crazy defensive end or just a no-brainer.
Right. Somebody drops.
Like, you have to go tackle. I would agree with that.
So if you draft a rookie, do you want to put Penei Sewell at the left tackle position or keep him at the right and put the rookie on the left?
I want him to stay on the right side where he's moving and grooving, but if it was to the point where he had to move to left tackle, I think that's gonna like a big red flag. Maybe not big, but it's like they don't got nobody that they can trust, so they have to move him.
Yeah.
So here's where I think, Brad Holmes being a scout, an excellent scout. He's a better scout than he is a GM. I think we all can agree with that. Like he can pick talent. So I feel like Brad Holmes is going to scout either the best right tackle or the best left tackle. And whatever that draft pick is best at is determining what Sewell's going to do. Because Sewell can play left. He played it 4 years in college. And now he's played 4 years in the NFL on the right. So I feel like he's kind of like, hey, I'm your Swiss Army knife. I can go left. I can go right. You tell me, Brad, who you're picking. Are you picking one of the best LTs in the block? Then I'm going to stay here. But if you're picking a dude that's played the right his whole college career, then I'm scooting left. And I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that too.
Good take.
Just get the best guy you can get in the building.
BPA, best player available.
You got it. All right, moving on. Let's stay offensive line. We traded David Montgomery and got Juice Scruggs. A little depth piece. Just a little depth in case we need a backup.
We're going to need him.
2. He was, I believe he was a second-round pick. He was a high-round pick, right?
And he also started several games for who was it? San Francisco? Or who was it?
Texans? No.
Texans, yes. Texans. He started several games for the Texans last year too. So it's like he's not like a total noob. Like he's started some games. So
okay. Yeah. Got some experience in there. Speaking of guys starting games, Larry Borum from Miami, who used to be drafted by the Bears, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Drafted by the Bears, went to Miami. Guy got injured, and so he started. Thoughts on Mr. Tackle Larry Borum?
Once again, more competition in the room. I don't even know. It doesn't say his position right there. It just says tackle. Offense. Oh, it does say tackle. Okay.
Yeah, OT.
Okay, so Juice Scruggs is pretty much a guard then.
Yep.
Right.
Inside.
Okay. So yeah, let them fight against the rookie that they draft. Put the best man out.
Yeah. Is this a who's the guy who just retired? Tackle that just retired. Skipper. Is this a Skipper replacement as our third tackle or swing tackle?
Could be. Yeah. That's a good call.
In the room, swing tackle.
I like that.
All right. Last guy on offense we just got. This one was nicer. Isaiah Pacheco, running back.
Wait a second. I gotta get a drop ready. Go ahead. Tell me your thoughts, Clay.
It's hard because we got this like a few days after Montgomery, and that will burn in my soul for a little while longer throughout the offseason. But there's a lot of thoughts on this, but I love the Pacheco signing.
All right.
I think he's an every down back? No, but that's why we got him, because he's not an every down back. I think if we have Gibbs out there every play, the guy's gonna get hurt. He's a running back. He's gonna get hurt. So I think Pacheco is a great pickup, especially for the price we got him at.
And I think you boys already know my sentiments. I text you all the second it came through, and this dude is I hate to say he runs harder than Montgomery, but he definitely runs harder than Montgomery. Montgomery is more skilled, when it comes to getting out of, tackles but pound for pound, I just hope that can stay healthy, right? He had a couple injuries in Kansas City. He's Puerto Rican, so
But he was also the every down back in Kansas City too. So like,
right. No, this could be.
I see what you're saying, Clay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Like he can run out. Hey, sit some handful of plays out and come in at second and 3 or whatever,
Yeah. I think they're just going to use him pretty much exactly the same way they used Montgomery last year.
And another guy who he wants to be here. Like the guy is pumped. Like
saw his interview.
Yeah.
I don't think I mean, it's a home run in that regard. I guess is if you're
like a fit
backup running back home run, but to replace Montgomery, because I was like, man, it's like, who are you going to go out and get with the same play style? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the same production, but I couldn't be happier with Pacheco. I've been a fan of him for a long time.
So have I, bro.
Seen it, watched him at Rutgers. He was always a hard runner. They like wouldn't win any games, but he would still be going off. And he was key in a couple of those Kansas City Super Bowl runs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he might have Demo on speed. He's got breakaway speed, but he's had a rough couple of years with injuries, and he wasn't that great. Didn't have very good stats last year, but I think you couldn't ask for anything better to replace Montgomery.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Pacheco does have. I feel like Pacheco could almost keep up with Sonic. Like he'll be behind him a little bit, but he's definitely in front of Demo when it comes to speed and when it comes to just tucking his head. And I told you guys, I said he reminds me of a smaller Adrian Peterson. And it's funny because I just said that like out of nowhere. I just like shot it from the hip, and then I'm starting to read stuff about him, and they're like, they do compare him to, like, without the injuries, a lighter Adrian Peterson. The dude just run. I remember AP, man, just taking it to the Lions, running like a horse. And I'm so mad. I'm just like, how is this dude just running over defenders? And that's what Pacheco does, man. He just runs. I mean, if you're 2nd and 1 and you're in the hole one-on-one, I take Pacheco all day. I don't care.
He runs like a tornado, and he wants to be called Taz. So
right,
come on, bro.
Yeah. What I do like is he's coming into this situation fully knowing and fully accepting that he's got a second place role after Gibbs. I mean, that was the big thing with Monty. Is like it just sucked, but when it worked 1A and 1B. But at this point, Gibbs has surpassed and he's become a superstar, and that's why he got the rock so much last year, understandably. But this guy's coming in now. Like, you fully understand you're signing this contract that you're gonna get less touches here, but that might work for your advantage. Like Clay, you're saying, like, less touches means you're more fresh during the game, and each snap might count a little more than it would have. So I think it was a great signing.
And a couple of different things too. Like if he has his rings, so like, hey, and you like that. Yeah, you're like, oh, but he'd be less hungry. But he was on a team that he was not the face of the franchise. He didn't, with Mahomes, and to come in here and be a key player would be cool.
Some
breaking news.
We got some breaking news, fellas. This just in, as I'm looking at the page here, cornerback Darius Slay retires after 13 seasons.
Oh yeah, bro. That was earlier today.
Was that earlier today?
Yeah.
I've been off. What time did that hit? Because I'm just now seeing it.
Right after lunch, I think.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Never mind. I take that back.
But still, man.
We didn't have to tell everybody we were recording at 7:30.
Pour one out for the homie.
Oh, yeah. This is a noon recording.
Yeah,
breaking news. Continue playing the breaking news.
Oh, man. Bro, I love Darius Slay because every time I go to a Lions game, he'd be warming up, and I'd be like, Slay, can I have your gloves? And he'd come over and give me his gloves. I swear I've got 4 pairs of his gloves. Like only him. He's the only player that would give me his
Are
gloves.
you serious?
No,
That's
everyone else would ignore me.
I sleep with them
Flex,
at
you
night.
know when we go golfing, that glove I wear, that's Darius Slay's glove.
I did not know that. That is a clean glove. I do like that glove.
Good guy.
He'd always be at Pistons games too.
Yeah.
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 He,
Huge Detroit guy.
he embraced Detroit.
He for sure did. Yeah.
Absolutely. He's like the old school. I feel like Jahmyr Gibbs is always at a Pistons game these days.
Slay wants to retire and go back to his first love of gaming, so he's going to be on that Fortnite later on.
Yep. Well, speaking of DBs, we got a couple new ones in the room. Christian Isian from the Tampa Bay Bucks. He's listed as defensive back, so he's got some versatility. Can play safety, slot. He can play a little bit on the outside, but mostly slot and safety. And then we got corner Roger McCreary, who's more outside. I really like the Roger signing. I thought that was like actual good depth. Kind of like another Rock Ya-Sin type of guy who, if one of our guys goes down, like the drop off isn't huge. Thoughts on these two guys?
Yeah, I like them both. I really do. The young Tampa Bay defensive back. I think they said that he could either play safety or nickel, correct?
Isian?
Yes.
Yep.
And so once again, we go back to the Lions are trying to go younger. And so this could be a replacement if they don't re-sign. His name just fled my mind. Our safety from the Philadelphia Eagles, Maddox.
Oh, yeah.
So I really want Maddox to come back, but if they don't re-sign Maddox, this guy's a plug-in for that safety, fill in for Kirby and Brian Branch. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, outside corner, the guy from Tennessee, he comes in, he hits. He's not afraid to hit.
Yes.
I think both of them are great 1-year deals for Brad Holmes, and if they play to their contract, Brad Holmes will have no problem signing them further. So I think it's a great deal that he made on those.
Yep. Yeah, good depth here. Clay, any other thoughts on these guys?
Not really. Kind of goes. I don't want to jump the gun, but kind of goes into our re-signing from a couple of our linebackers. So it kind of.
Yeah.
So is it okay to jump ahead a little bit?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So I think I really do I love the re-signing of Rodrigo. I think I wouldn't be surprised if he moves over into the Anzalone's role now that we lost Anzalone.
Yep.
I really love Rodrigo. I liked him back in
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks. Like he was he was the guy. He was the golden nugget that came out from that offseason. And what a lot of people don't remember is he had a huge interception in the conference championship game against San Fran. Like really.
Oh, that's right, dude.
He makes big plays in big time. So I think that was a huge re-signing for us.
I agree. And he's a really important special teams guy that goes unnoticed on special teams. Yep. Yeah, honestly, all the re-signings we did from internally, like no scrubs here. Like I think we can all agree. TK85 is back. Rodrigo.
I think I think with Khalif leaving, I think TK85 is next up. I'm guessing for return man. I mean, he had some good returns last season, so I don't know. See what their plan is.
So I think he's their stock punt returner right now. But I think that they still will be looking at either like a 6th or 7th round pick to that, some dude that's just gassed, runs a 4.3 and just does nothing else. And then who did we get last year from Alabama? Good.
Dominic Lovett.
Lovett, thank you.
Lovett, yeah. I like Lovett.
Lovett, yeah. Lovett and him are going to kind of go at it, and then if they draft somebody else.
Lovett, that was a great, yeah.
When we went to camp, he looked so good in camp. I was surprised they didn't really use him during the regular season, but maybe this second year going in, he'll have a bigger role there.
Is he still he's on the practice squad? Is that what he got moved to?
I don't know exactly like practice. I mean, as a draft pick, I thought he. I don't know how they figure out the signing if he didn't make the roster, but he's a draft pick.
Can I ask you guys a question before we move on?
Yep.
So I heard this in conversation today on 97.1. So as we go into free agency week 2, we have Aiden Hutchinson, left defensive end. We have Aleem McNeil. And then we have next to him would probably be our second-year starter in what's his name?
Tyleik Williams.
Tyleik Williams, right? And then Levi Onwuzurike coming in and doing some swap time. But do you see that right defensive end? Can you believe where we stand right now? A dude named Tyler Lacey, who's a face that if I put on the screen, none of us would recognize. and Ahmed Hassan. Yeah, I thought I saw that you were going to talk
about a cartoon Madden picture.
That looks like Plaque if he was black. Like you would not recognize that dude. But anyway, like that's our righty. That's horrible. Come on, Brad. Come on.
I know.
And we only got one starter at defensive end. Like
I think this is where you gotta. We always say like, "Hey, Brad Holmes cooks. He cooks. He cooks." Well, bro, you guys stop throwing things in the microwave, bro. Like, I don't want a TV dinner for dinner, bro.
It's still raw. Yeah, like, come on, bro.
Like, yeah. I need him to make something else for dinner, bro.
I mean, honestly, look at all these empty roster spots. Like, I don't know if he plans on filling it out with draft picks or what, dude. But
well, we do have 9, which is crazy. We have 9 draft picks, and Brad Holmes normally will trade up and kind of lose two of those. But what if Brad Holmes stays put and just gets 9 draft picks and kind of does like a 2022 draft? Where they just take everything and just have competition at every. They could do that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They could go young.
Yeah. One guy we forgot to talk about real quick. Pretty solid tight end, Jack Conklin. Went to Central Michigan. He's a Michigander. Rumors were he was in talks of coming here last year, but the Chargers offered him a little more money, so he went to LA. But finally makes it happen and gets here this year. So are we thinking 3 tight end sets with him, Laporta, and Brock Wright? Or what are you guys thinking? I would love that.
Yeah.
13 personnel. Kind of like what the Rams were doing really good this past year with 3 tight ends on the field.
If Laporta is healthy, let's do it.
Yeah.
That back is serious, Onwuzurike had back surgery, and he's been out for the whole time we've known the dude. So I'm just hoping Laporta can come back strong. And if he does, then I see my favorite Flying Zylstra brother to help Plax and his parlays. He might not be on this team since we just signed Conklin. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Just wish they gave him a shot, man. Love me some Shane.
Brandon Zylstra, dude. Some Zylstra. All right, well, we lost a lot of good guys on this team, but all of them had one thing in common. They're all getting old. They're all over 30 years old. That's been the pattern. This free agency is getting younger.
You could unhide like Kyle Allen though. Like, can you just kind of move it? There you go.
Take him off, yeah.
But that it does show me like when you're talking about age, like. You at some point with loyalty, you gotta let it go. Like,
yeah.
And Khalif, man, the guy has the most return yards in Lions history. Like, I think he was the oldest rostered player we've had for years. But again, he was hurt a lot.
Yep.
Like he was never out there 100%.
Is that an official stat? Because you just shouted that out, stat guy. I've never heard of that stat. Is Khalif the leading?
Yeah, he's the leading in Lions. He's been our return man for like 20 years.
No. Are you serious?
First year that Dan Campbell started. So
yeah, so it's like 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's interesting.
That a long time.
That's the insight you get on the All Grit podcast because I did not know that. I thought for sure Terry Fair or Desmond Howard or Logan. Stephon Logan, remember that dude? Woo!
Eddie Drummond.
Eddie Drummond, let's go.
Khalif Raymond holds the record for Lions in franchise history with a total of 1,485 punt return yards.
Dang,
Whoa.
that guy bringing heat.
Heard it on the All Grit podcast.
Dang. And he says
And
it so nonchalantly.
Where did he go?
I don't know.
He went to Indiana, right? It's called the Gary Bears.
Yeah, the Indiana Bears.
Oh, he's going to the Gary Bears. Yeah. Dude, but wait a second. Don't Chicago have an awesome return man? Why would they want him? Are they wanting him for a wide receiver?
Probably for depth.
Maybe the quarterback likes him. I don't know.
Oh.
Well, Ben knows he's a good player. That's a good pickup. I mean, he's
No, it is. I mean, it is a good pickup.
Yeah.
Any team taking this guy, that can pay him. Respect him. So, yeah. So that's pretty much so far free agency. If we go to our depth chart, I know we've already been showing it, but they spent a lot so far on offense, which is great because obviously they've taken the message from this last year. Like, we got to go back to what made us so successful the previous 2-3 years. It was having a great offensive line. And defense right now is just a bunch of question marks, dude. I don't know what to make of it. There's a lot of empty spots on this grid. I don't know if you guys have any theories or thoughts on the defense, man.
So I do have a thought. We have run. I heard this worded today or a couple days ago. I've heard it worded that the Lions have run kind of a historic, defense that's kind of barbaric, old school. What do you say if we lost the God of Thunder? And what if we run kind of like a 4-2-5, or however it's worded to where, you got more corners and safeties than you do line. So we used to always run 3 linebackers, right?
Yep.
So we're going to go to a 4-2 or fill in your numbers there. But
yeah.
What do you guys think about that? Just running Malcolm,
like dime and nickel packages with defensive backs?
Yes.
The only thing that
it would be a whole new defensive scheme.
Yeah. Plax, I feel like he knows more about this. He's got some good thoughts on this.
I mean, I think you can get away with that with teams that totally lost my train of thought. I don't mind it, but against teams like Green Bay, strong offensive lines, good running game, you're gonna have gonna have more corners out there. But I don't know if you can get a lot more creative with the blitz packages. But we've seen that this past year where even that's not even helping when we're sending it all game long. So I don't know if I believe in that theory. I can see it, but as physical as the North is, I don't know if I don't know how that's gonna work.
Because like Seattle runs like 2 linebackers and they have like a hybrid linebacker / safety, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So like there's a couple dudes in this draft that are kind of like jack of all trade type picks where they could kind of play linebacker, but at the same time they're fast enough.
So basically Brian Branch.
So basically another Brian Branch. Yeah. Preferably a little bit bigger. Brian Branch is on the smaller side, but yeah, like a Swiss Army, like a Simmons from years ago that could play both a safety, nickel / linebacker or something like that. It's interesting to see what they're going to do because it's just our defense was very archaic. Like you don't run a lot of 4-3 these days.
Correct.
And we ran it like 80% of the time.
I think in the last 5 years, our defense is ranked like 25th in the league.
Yeah, they suck.
It's just been not good. So,
who's doing dishes, by the way?
The butler here. Oh man. So yeah, complete defensive overhaul. We'll see what the draft looks like. Maybe the draft will provide more answers.
Gotcha.
More answers on what it'll look like.
Oh, it's definitely going to. And I don't think that Brad Holmes is done cooking in the free agency. I still feel like he's got to get a defensive end, and I'm going to throw this out there because it's been talked about. You know, you got Calais Campbell is still out there. He's old, right? You got Cameron Jordan. He's out there. He's old. But I do think that they, you know, you got
I wouldn't mind a Cam Jordan.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
And he's got history with the coach.
Campbell.
Yep. So you got that, but also look out for Epinesa.
Oh. Yep.
I believe he's still out there, and he's young enough to where, and he's cheap enough to where even if you just plugged him in, that fills a hole to where you don't have to force it in the first round.
Correct.
You know, if you pick up an Epinesa, I feel like that would be, or Cam Jordan, just something to fill it to where you don't have to rush it. Yeah, Joey Bosa, AJ Epinesa, Cameron Jordan, Jadeveon Clowney. I don't think we want him. Hassan Reddick, no. Who is that?
Mike Dana and Leonard Floyd.
Leonard Floyd? He's still alive?
Mike Dana's out.
So, yeah.
I'd go with Cam Jordan here as my top pick.
Yeah, I would like that.
And, boys, do you know – I'm going to ask you a question. How many years has Cam Jordan played in the NFL?
Since I can remember, bro.
Right?
12.
Yeah, somewhere around there, 12, 13 years. How many games has Cameron Jordan missed in his NFL career?
I think 0.
2.
Was it 0?
Now you're talking about. Let me just prelude this. Let's just say Levi Onwuzurike. He's been in the league for like what, 4 or 5 years?
Yep.
He's probably missed 70 games. This dude has been in the league for 12 or 13 years. He has missed 0 games in his career.
That's an accomplishment.
That's somebody that just needs to be on the Lions team just to put over there. You know he's always going to be there.
Yeah.
And he's great against the run. And that's what Brad Holmes likes.
Yeah.
He had double-digit sacks last year. Still got it.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I think that's all we wanted to go over today, man. Unless anybody's got any pressing questions.
Well, we do need to pay our bills. So.
Oh, that's right. Let's run it.
Let me do that.
Today's episode is sponsored by Dan Diamond Equipment, a used fork truck dealing company located in Hastings, Michigan. They sell and rent fork trucks and die handlers. With over 30 years of experience, don't hesitate to call Dan Diamond Equipment for all of your fork truck needs. Reach out to Dan at 269-948-3377. Again, the number for Dan Diamond Equipment, 269-948-3377.
So, coming out of this commercial break, this sponsor break, I want to check with you guys, Clay, Plax, and Adrian. How do you guys feel about a second annual what's it called? What did we call it last year? Raffle. Our second annual raffle, the pod raffle. What do we have? We got any cars to give away this year?
Any cars? What did you say?
Any cards?
Oh, cards. They said cars. I'm like, dude, we don't even have anything for cars.
He's like, I don't have one.
All right, so you listeners, we're going to put our heads together. I just thought about this right now. We are going to start our second annual raffle, which is it's going to consist of course, a bottle of Michigan's finest bourbon. It's going to consist of a coffee card. It's going to consist of some Johnny Almonds. It's going to consist of headshots. And Plax, what can you bring to the table here? Some internet.
I can do that.
All right.
Underground
He's gonna run you some what's it called? Fiber. He's gonna run you some fiber in the house. There you go. All right. So we'll talk about that. We'll bring that to you live next week. That's all I had to say, Adrian. I just want to get that out there.
Awesome, man. Well, hopefully Brett Holmes maybe sprinkles in a little addition here and there by the next time that we meet. Otherwise, it's starting to be March Madness here. We've got the Pistons to watch out for. Playoffs coming. And then we got the draft. Draft should be exciting this year. So we'll catch you on the next episode, people. Thanks for tuning in. It's the All Gritt Podcast.